In the last 3 years, we worked with the brand to scale them to over $15 million in the last 20 months alone. And that's important to know is that we've been working with that brand for 3 years. But it was in the last 20 months that everything started to click. And I'm going to show you the things that I feel like that helped the most. Now, it's important to note that this brand, they have a great product. They have an amazing founder, aggressive, a good team. They have good creative, and good marketing always makes a good product scale easier. And that's important to know. If you have a crappy product, no amount of good marketing in the world is really going to help scale that account. So what I want to do is I want to pull back the curtain and I want to show you guys what are the things that we had to do to scale that account. Here's what it looks like. In that 20-month period, they've done a little over $15 million. It hasn't always been like a hockey stick up and to the right. There's been good months, bad months, but they've also have had amazing months, amazing quarters, because like most fashion brands, there is an amount of seasonality. Every brand has seasonality. And so what we do is we chart out that seasonality to know when are the good months and good quarters coming that we can scale really hard, and when are the bad months and bad quarters coming so we know when to conserve. And that's part of having a really great strategy and a good team to chart that out in the forecast in the future. Over the last 20-month period, we've spent $3 million on Meta ads alone. We also run Google for this brand, but I'm just going to focus on Meta only for this video. If you want to know Google, let me know. But we spent $3 million, and there's been a lot of creative we put into the account. There's been a lot of focus we put into the account. So I want to show you, because there's so many things that happen behind the scenes, I want to show you the 3 big things that have had the most significant difference in scaling this brand. So the first thing is we made an acquisition offer. By the way, I hope you guys are okay. For some of our brands that I make videos on, I do try to anonymize a little bit. Hope you guys understand that. But an acquisition offer, the sole point of doing that is to get new customers. Different people can scale brands differently, but one of the really great ways is, can you make an acquisition offer? Now, if you guys want to have a video on how we make these acquisition offers, I'm happy to do that. And I've shown how we do it in other videos, so go back and watch some of those videos. But an acquisition offer, the sole purpose of it is to acquire as many new customers as possible. Because at the end of the day, the lifeblood of every e-commerce business is new customer acquisition. And if you have a really good repeat buying pattern, you know that they're going to buy from you 2, 3, 4 times over the course of the year. This particular brand has a phenomenal repeat purchase rate. So we know that we can get very aggressive on the front end, and that they know that that cash is going to come back over the course of a year. But some interesting things happen when you run an acquisition offer. I've talked about this in the past, is that a lot of people look at this offer and they think, how can that person be making money? I'm going to show you how they do that. The reason why is because when you have a really great acquisition offer, and a lot of brands do this, what you'll find is that people just don't take advantage of that one offer. In this particular case, they were buying 2 or 3 sets. So while the deal was for $49 and that brand is still making a good 45-50% margin on that deal, most people are buying 2 or 3 sets. The amazing thing that this brand saw that a lot of our other brands see when we help craft these irresistible acquisition offers is that it's insanely profitable because people are buying lots of volume of sets. And that's what's so great, is that you get the lowering of your CPA, which is cost to acquire a customer, because it's a really great deal. You're able to scale up new customer acquisition and make margin on the first sale, and make a lot more margin when they buy 3, 4, 5 times over the course of the year. And that's why I love these acquisition offers, because in a short period of time, you can scale up very aggressively. Now, I'll make another video on how we do that. There's a lot of strategy that goes into crafting a good acquisition offer. We don't do it on the entire website. We like to pick just one product or one product line, and there's a lot more that goes into it besides that. But acquisition offers are one great vehicle to scale very aggressively. And the great thing about this product is it has a very big total addressable market, or what you call TAM, because there's already other people that sell this product. Now they have their own version of the product. They work with their own manufacturers that have their version of the product. So it is a good product, but you don't have to educate the market what the heck a tennis skirt is or other apparel products like that. So there already is a massive pool of people. So we're frankly are just trying to get the offer in front of them. So for these particular ads, we were targeting product aware and people who are already fully aware. They already know the type of product. They already know there's other people out there. But how can we just target the right demographic of their type of customer, give them a really amazing deal? Because we know once they come in and they buy it, the quality of the fabric, the customer experience, and the community that they built, they're going to buy several more times based off of the repeat buying patterns that we've seen for that brand. And that is what made this so great. A total addressable market that's millions and millions and millions of people, a really great offer, and you can just funnel as much money as you can behind it to be profitable. Plus the fact that they're buying several sets just threw gasoline on the fire. The acquisition offers you can see right here, and I'll show you how we broke this down. I'll show you some of the creative as well, is we were testing a lot of videos, a lot of GIFs, a lot of statics as well. Statics are actually the best performing creative in this entire account that we ran. But once we crafted an amazing acquisition offer, you'll know almost immediately if it's going to perform well. A lot of brands that we test this with, we may have to go 4, 5, 6 rounds of testing different acquisition offers before we find that one. It's never a silver bullet where you'll make one offer and it'll scale. But once you do have it and you can see that it's working, it's going to work immediately. Your biggest problem from there is going to be just keeping inventory in stock to support it. But you can see right here, very few ads with a really great offer. We funneled a lot of budget behind those ads. Now, over the course of that time, we actually had 6,000 ads that we made. Now, some of those are duplicates. If I probably divide that by 3, but still 3,000 ads that we're always making for this brand, statics, videos, GIFs, because besides that offer, as they grew, they also wanted to diversify to more evergreen type products that you didn't give away margin on. They also wanted to diversify and look more upscale. So they launched other products that were more premium, higher quality that they could charge more for. And then just added more fuel to the fire because you got all these new people in for a really great offer. They got to test your fabric, test and taste your community and what you're all about. And then you release new products, higher quality, premium, that they then buy, and now they're bought in as a customer. And that's what made this work so well. So just for example, let's look right here. These are what's called customer cohorts. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's essentially just a mapping out of your new customer data to see different data points. How many new customers, what's their repeat buying pattern. And in this case, I have 2 cohorts. One is new customers, if you follow my cursor. The other one is average spend per customer. Why I'm showing this to you is I'm showing you the power of a customer acquisition offer. This brand was acquiring these many new customers every single month. 4,000, 4,000, 8,000, 10,000, 20,000, 4,000, 13,000. Those are new customers, new. And here is the repeat buying pattern of those people buying again and again and again. And it just keeps snowballing, right? And to back up what I said a few slides ago, you would expect with an offer like $49 that people are just going to buy $49. And then when you add on ad spend, you're probably thinking, how can you make money? And that's the trap that a lot of people have with acquisition offers is they think they're just going to buy one set. You can clearly see right here, this is the dollar value new customers were paying on the first sale on average. It's literally 2 times almost what that first deal was. So this offer was insanely profitable because people will often buy several sets. And that is what a lot of people just don't understand about acquisition offers is that if you craft it the right way, have the right strategy around the right product, and you have enough other variants and SKUs, people will buy several sets. And that's when you get a really great irresistible offer. So the second thing that helped propel this account was just the account structure. If you followed this account for any amount of time, you'll know that we're a big fan of account consolidation. There's a lot of reasons why we do that. I've made a video about it. I'll make another video about it if you guys want to know why. The reason why is because we believe the greatest levers are your creative, an offer if you have one, and then the landing page. Those are the greatest levers that you have. While account structure can make an impact, it's very, very marginal compared to those other variables that I mentioned. So we believe that having a consolidated account structure actually gives you more efficiency, a tighter correlation that you can see at one change in the ad account results in this change in the actual gross sales of the business. And it's easier to have incrementality. So we like it because you can more easily see direct correlations to the actual account, and it's much easier to manage. And it also keeps our team focused on those 3 variables where we're making new creative all the time, testing different and better offers, and focusing on the landing page. So we just had 3 campaigns. We always have, again, if you followed our channel for a amount of time, we have a core testing campaign where we do all of the creative testing in. And then we have a core scaling campaign where we take those winners, graduate them, and put money behind it. But then if we have like an offer like this, or we have like a new product drop, what we'll do is we'll create a second campaign, what we call a bolt-on campaign, just for that offer. And that's what we did here. This brand, they had other evergreen products that weren't included in that offer that we're always testing for. And then we had a separate campaign just for that one offer. Again, this allows us to have very tight correlation to where We can spend more money on that offer, for example. We can look in Shopify or WooCommerce, see exactly the revenue lift of people taking advantage of just that offer. And it makes it very easy to see a one-to-one correlation. And to kind of show you the account structure, I've shown this before in other videos, is we have the campaigns. Again, that scaling campaign, every campaign's like this. We have one ad set, unless it's a testing campaign, one ad set going completely broad. And inside that ad set is we have all of the ads that prove to be winners inside of a testing campaign. We graduate them into the core scaling campaign with the one ad set, and literally that is it. We do highest volume. We don't do all these other manual bids. Sometimes we'll do manual bids, but for the most part, we don't. And frankly, we just focus on the creative, the offer, and the landing page. That is how we scale brands, and that is how we scale this brand in the ad account. So the big takeaways of this is it was more so about the creative, crafting a really great offer, yes, the landing page, but then also managing of the ad account so you could scale when you're looking at the right metrics. I did another video where I talked about metrics to look at when you know it's time to scale. Go back and reference that. The third thing that was a big contributing part of this account was every time we're scaling a brand, we're often looking at what we call the conversion windows, right? So if you don't know what that is, Meta by default, when you launch a campaign, it uses a 7-day click, 1-day view attribution, which means that if someone clicked on my ad on a Monday, and then they purchased on a Saturday, so that's 6 days later, it will give credit to that ad and it will attribute it and show it inside of the ad account. 1-day view is if I see an ad today, but I purchased tomorrow, but I never clicked on it, but I saw the ad, it'll then give credit to that ad. What we find when we scale brands is we have to be very careful to know, is the ad actually driving incrementality, meaning actually causing a click? The reason why is our belief, view attribution does not prove incrementality, which to us does not say that that ad is actually driving incrementality, new customers. But if they click on the ad and they purchase, then absolutely that does. So when we scale brands, if we start to see that we're having a large percentage of attribution on that campaign, ad set or ad is going to a lot of view attribution, what we'll do is we'll change the attribution settings in the account to 7-day click or 1-day click. The reason you do that is because all the data that you see here, all these purchases, Meta is looking at that purchase data to go find more people like that. So when you have a lot of view attribution, it's just going to keep serving those ads to people just like them who just view. Typically, those are people who are like past purchasers. It's like retargeting. So when we start to see that come up, we'll change the attribution just to go after click attribution. And then that forces Meta to serve ads to drive more incrementality. And then it'll just optimize based off click data versus view data as well. So that was a big change that we made in the ad account that also drove a lot more incrementality, that as you're spending a lot more money, pay attention to that, because if you see more view attribution than click attribution, there's a good chance that your ads aren't actually driving incrementality, meaning new customers. It's frankly just retargeting people. They saw it and they're already going to buy anyways, or they actually just bought and then they saw an ad and then Meta gives attribution to it. So those are the three things that, in my opinion, scaled that brand the most. The acquisition offer, without a doubt, was the biggest lever that scaled that brand. We acquired 40,000 new customers over that 20-month time period, which you can imagine is just a lot of revenue, a lot of new customers. And then those people bought again. So that, without a doubt, was the biggest lever. But then us working with that team, looking at the right metrics on when it's time to scale, looking at the right daily profit numbers. At the end of the day, while those are a few of the right choices to make, swing really big doors. So hope that was helpful. Make sure you like, hit that bell, and subscribe. I pull back the curtain. I show how we scale brands in our agency. I'll see you in the next one.